We're a cash advance company trusted by over 90,000 drivers. We help drivers who need cash advances for paying insurance, vehicle maintenance repairs, gas money, and any of your business-related endeavors. We have an extremely fast application process, allowing you to have your money in 24 hours. It's fast, no impact on your credit score, and no credit checks. We approve your application based on cash flow from your rideshare business. Join Wallet today and never worry about being strapped for cash again.
Happy Wednesday, everybody. Welcome back to Money Hungry. We are so grateful to have you here with us. Kim, what's going on? How you doing?
How are you? And before we even get started, if you guys watched the video, that was Wallet. If you're interested in anything Wallet has to offer, go see them in the description of this video. So no, I am good. It's Wednesday again. I am ready to go. I am fired up. And yeah, how was your week?
Yeah, pretty good. Nothing too eventful on my end this time. Guys, we are doing something completely different with this episode. We're trying something brand new that we've never done before. We are going with a theme today instead of a bunch of individual news stories. So I have made it no secret. I am not a fan of shop and pays. I will do them if the money is right, but my standards are like up here with them. I don't enjoy shop and pays whatsoever. Now, Kim, on the other hand, you've made it no secret that you love them. So
Correct.
in this,
I don't love them. I
You
like
love
the
them.
money associated with them.
now you talk about how much you enjoy shopping all the time. Come on now.
Do not. I say I like the money that involves the shopping, not that I love shopping.
Well, okay, whatever. Anyway, so we have two seemingly differing opinions. So we brought on a couple of experts tonight to help us break the tie. So these folks are expert multi-appers. We've had them on the show before, and they're friends of Kim and myself. So we're excited to have Lou and Mary from the Long Island Dash Experience on with us tonight. Kim, why don't we bring them on?
Let's do it.
Hey,
Lou and Mary.
we're here.
What's going on, guys? How you doing?
We're doing good.
Doing good.
How's life? How's the channel? What you guys been up to?
Just staying busy. Like I had mentioned to you guys before. Literally just got home 10 minutes. 10 minutes ago. Picking up our son from theater.
Yep.
So
I got home from work about a half hour ago.
Yep.
So literally from one thing to the next.
Yep. I was doing some food delivery before that, and then before that was doing the W-2 job. So the grind is real in 2023. If you're not working, I don't know what you're doing.
Yeah.
I've heard some customers in my comments say that gig workers are lazy, which it always pisses me off when I hear that, because so frequently it's quite the opposite. We have people who go and work a full-time job who have kids, multiple kids sometimes, like you guys. Mm-hmm. And then you go out and you bust your ass more to bring in more money, but somehow we're lazy. So I don't know. I guess that.
Well, to go to that, we were doing a shop over the weekend, and there was a shopper who literally had their kid in a cart with the two carts connected. She's like, I have to do my gig work. She
connected them using a bungee strap.
Yeah. So she actually brought her daughter and shoved her in a cart, and it's like, I have to do the shop.
Yeah. So anybody, so the people who order from the apps who say that gig workers are lazy, spoiler alert, who's the one ordering from the apps?
Exactly.
Very valid point. Yeah. I remember last summer I saw a young lady, and she was picking up a like DoorDash or Uber order or something, and she had a infant like the car seat part that you like strap in, but the baby was young, like it was a newborn. She was out dashing with the newborn. I was like, man, that is dedication to like get that child in and out of the car for every single order and drop off.
Oh
yeah.
So
I can't even imagine.
Yeah, I think that there are lazy drivers, but I think the majority is hustlers.
Yeah, absolutely.
Out there trying to do the right thing.
Yep, 100%.
Yeah. So yeah, anybody who thinks that drivers are lazy can kiss my ass.
But I
and then
think
mine.
everybody though who does any kind of gig work, gig economy has to have like some kind of hustler mentality, because in order to make like any money on any of these apps, like you have to go and you have to, how many orders can you complete? How quickly can I get it done? Like you have to have some sort of hustler mentality to go make your money.
Yup.
Yep.
Agreed.
100%. So, Lou, Mary, why don't you tell us a little bit about yourselves? Tell us your channel, the apps you're activated on.
So we are on DoorDash, Uber Eats, Grubhub, Instacart, and Shipped.
Yep.
And we can't get on Walmart because it's waiting list is forever.
Yep.
Other than that, Mary is a stenographer. I am an insurance underwriter by day. We got 3 kids.
2 in college.
2
1
of them
in
in
high
college.
school.
Yep. And
And we have 2 channels.
We have 2 channels. We got this one. We got the vlogging channel, which we post on there periodically. And other than that, we're just waking up every day, enjoying life, smiling, laughing, and having a good time. Pretty stress free, because we just choose to be stress free and just enjoy life.
So as far as your, go ahead, Kim.
I was just gonna say. So your last video, you showed almost a $70 Instacart order, which I was watching that. I'm like, whoa. And I know I was messaging Lou last night. I was like, that's impressive.
Yeah.
So how has I guess grocery delivery kind of changed the way you've done gig work? Because you started off on Uber Eats and DoorDash, right?
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, and then how soon after? It was like maybe 2 or 3 months in.
Yeah.
You sign up for Instacart, and I mean, at first Instacart was to fill in between the DoorDash and Uber Eats when we'd be slow, but now they've become the forerunner, and we, especially on Sundays when we go, because we really only go out 2 days a week now, Friday nights and Sundays. And Friday nights we usually stick to the food delivery, but Sundays it's like mainly just shopping.
Yeah.
And like you saw, we had that really good one. And we were actually broadening our we used to be like only 1 shop and quick shops, and now we're doing 3 shops. We're doing 3 shops, one store in one order, and 2 at another shop. So
yeah,
we're really broadening our view of it.
It's gotten to the point where now the food delivery apps are supplementing the grocery apps, just because we're having so much more success on the grocery apps than we are the food delivery apps. And even like we said, okay, like last Friday night, we decided we were just going to do food delivery apps. And at the end of the night, after we made a lot less than we had hoped we would make, and did a lot of sitting, we said, we can't not turn on the grocery apps, because even on a Friday night, people are ordering groceries,
right, for the weekend or whatever.
Yeah, and we're just losing money by just saying we just feel like doing food delivery, even though grocery is definitely more work. There are definitely some aspects of grocery shopping which are annoying, but I know, in my opinion, a little bit more enjoyable than the food delivery.
And it's nice to get out of the car for me, because I'm the driver. So it's nice to get out of the car.
Yeah.
So something that you said a minute ago kind of struck a chord. So it does take longer. And if you're going out on Friday and Saturday evenings, you're going out when the majority of other people are going out and doing their grocery shopping. And that is one thing that I do not like about the shop and deliver orders, is the sheer number of people at the store. And several of these apps you can't go through. Well, not several, a couple of them you cannot go through self-checkout. So I find that I'm wasting time in other ways. It's like, yes, I accepted an order, but I'm not making as much money because I'm now waiting in a line, or I can't find the item, or something like that, or it's behind a case and I need an employee to unlock it and I can't get an employee.
I mean, there are definitely times where things can slow you down, but if you know the store, it won't go as slow as you think. Yes, sometimes you could end up in a store that doesn't have self-checkout, but maybe that comes into play when you're thinking about taking an order or not. One of the things that we always try to consider with any order is if we have a $1 per hour goal, can we get this shop done in a certain amount of time to be able to achieve that goal we want to have? And that includes the drive to the store, the shop, and the drive to the customer. How many items is it? We take a lot of orders on Instacart that are very small orders that are like 7-8 items, especially like on Friday night, 7-8 items for maybe like $13 or $14. But if we could bang out that shop in 5 minutes and then have it delivered another 15, we've just made $13 as opposed to sitting in the car hoping and waiting DoorDash sends us a $7 order because we have a 20% acceptance rate, or hoping that Uber Eats sends us like a $14 stack that's going to take us a half an hour to pick up from two different restaurants and drop off at two different and just the excitement also, I feel like, of going into a supermarket, sometimes it can be frustrating. Just getting out of the car, going into the supermarket, smelling the food, the atmosphere, the air, and just moving around and not just sitting in a box, and just getting out food.
It depends
so much
on the store
variety.
too. Like certain stores are busier on like Friday night. Some are slower. So we also take that into consideration.
Yeah, for sure.
I look at grocery delivery in a way that, I literally, and I'm a firm believer, you turn them all on, and whether it's food delivery or grocery delivery, those two combined. But the one thing I've learned is, especially in like January, even during some of the summer slowdowns that we have, anytime you have like slow periods, I feel like grocery delivery, whether it's, Shop and Pay or Instacart, Shipt, Walmart Spark, I feel like it saves the day sometimes, because I feel like when food delivery slows down, people are always...
I gotta stop you. So just so we don't get any wires crossed here, are you saying that even during, let's say it's 6 p.m. on a Saturday, are you still running the grocery apps?
Why wouldn't I? Yeah.
Yeah.
Because it's 6 p.m. on a Saturday.
Because what happens if you got a $70 shop and pay on Instacart? Would you give up $70 when you could be making $10 on a food delivery app?
Never. So, you guys are clearly in a better market for this than me. I have never once seen an order, I think, bust $40 on Instacart. I don't think once.
It doesn't happen often. And I will say this. And obviously the different apps work very differently. Where Instacart, you're in a pool where everybody is seeing the same orders, and you got to click on it as quickly as you can and to accept it. As
little luck is involved in it.
There's definitely luck involved in it. Plus, we all know Instacart has issues with bots. But there are way more really bad Instacart orders than even I see DoorDash and Uber Eats orders.
Because
there are so many,
and they clearly tell you there's no tip.
Yeah, so you have to sift through 90% garbage to get to the good stuff. But because there's a pool, it makes it a little bit easier to see the good stuff around all the there's like Walmart.
And you can hide it too, which is nice too.
Yeah.
You just get rid of it.
Some of the orders like we see for Walmart, we have 2 Walmarts, and you see a Walmart that's like a stack for like $25 that's going like 30 miles.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah,
we just don't talk about that.
They're really terrible.
Yeah, we just don't talk about
that's Instacart here. That's flipped.
Yeah.
But I guess my point is that's why you leave them on in the background, and you can do that with Shipt, even though I'm not a big Shipt person. Don't let me finish, Zach. There's a Shipt you can leave on the background. Instacart you can leave on the background. Walmart Spark technically you could too, but because Instacart and Shipt are pool, like you don't have to, if you're on a food delivery, you don't have to look at Instacart unless you're ready to take an Instacart.
You don't even have to log out. You just leave it off.
Gives you more possibilities to earn more money.
I guess for me, I'm approaching this from the mentality from my market, right? I know that with the shop and pay orders, I've seen one shop and pay order ever that was like, I think it was above, I think it was like $70 or something. And like, that was just a complete unicorn. However, I've gotten multiple food deliveries that were in that range. So for me, in my market, like, I'm not going to turn on Instacart or something like that during dinner when I could potentially be getting those $40, $50 food orders, which I do frequently see in my market with Uber.
Yeah.
So, and I mean, not,
the thing is,
well, not,
I used
not,
to be
not
that
everybody's
way.
a ninja like you, Kim, with shopping. Like, I can't do
Yeah.
15 items a minute.
Yeah,
but
but,
you can.
but that
I
also
used
takes
to-
practice, though, too. It just takes practice and knowing
He-
and
Who's
knowing the
getting
store.
better?
Like, I'm getting
I
better
used-
at it. Yeah.
So
I
if,
used to be that way. I used to do food delivery, and that was like my mentality, especially like Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. But then every once in a while, I mean, believe me, there are some really crap orders on Instacart that just make you like shake your head and go, no way, I don't understand how anybody is taking this order. And that's what a lot of people see. But there are those times where you do get the 30, 40, sometimes $50. Granted, you have to do 2 or 3 batches that might make you stop food delivery and go on to shopping delivery. It's kind of how, to me, I've learned over the years, it's about how you get to your goal, not specifically whether it's food delivery, whether it's catering, whether it's grocery delivery.
okay, so
It's
I mean, you're right there. Okay, it's fine that you can have a goal in mind, and it doesn't matter how you get there. That is true. But what does matter is if you're wasting your time along the way.
how are
So,
you wasting
and
your time if you're making money?
I think in a lot of markets, yes, you would be wasting your time if you're turning on a delivery app during dinner or something when everybody's at the grocery store. I do think you'd be wasting your time.
See, I
don't
think,
agree.
yeah. You see,
So-
this is what I think, though. Like, because we've had Saturday nights. We don't go out Saturday nights that much anymore, because we decided to take Saturdays off for ourselves. But when we do outside nights, we still keep those apps on because we actually see some really good orders on Saturday nights, and people are shopping. I would say that people really aren't, at least not in our market. There aren't that many people at the supermarket at the supermarkets we go to.
In the night.
Plus the thing is, like, we're on Long Island, we're flooded. We got so many supermarkets, we don't know what the hell to do with them. We got way too many of them. So and everybody spreads around. They have the supermarkets that they like.
But we find
people are
even
shopping
though
for
like
Sunday morning.
even like we have like maybe 4 Walmarts on Long Island, and you go into the parking lot and you're like, oh my God, it's going to be disastrous in there because it's packed. But it's so huge that it's not that packed.
Yeah, we were actually saying the other day. We did a Walmart order on Sunday that we actually now enjoy going to Walmart
Because they have everything like it's the numbering, and then they have like each section. It's very enjoyable.
It's so easy.
And it's exactly where it's going to be.
Yeah, sure. And it's so funny going around. I was laughing when just going around Walmart. I guarantee you more people were at Walmart doing gig apps than were actually shopping for themselves.
Oh, that's too funny.
Yeah.
So,
Because no one wants to go in there.
Just real quick before we even start, though, I want the chat to weigh on in this too. So if you had a choice between grocery delivery, shop and pays, and food delivery, which one would you choose? Leave it in the chat right now. I'm curious because I want to get exactly. I want to get everybody's weigh in on this because I'm really curious on where everybody stands. Believe me, I started food delivery. I love food delivery. It's actually where I make where I make majority of my money, but I never want someone to stop. I know you want to interrupt me, but I always want I don't want anybody to discount money coming in if it's coming into your phone just because it's grocery delivery or catering delivery. Like, there's so many opportunities out there to make money.
Again, you're missing my point. I'm not saying that they should be discounting any money. What I'm saying is they should be choosing the times wisely. When they're doing what? No, I'm saying choose your times wisely. So for me in my market, we have three grocery stores that we can pick up from. We're going to exclude Spark from that because in my opinion, it doesn't suck. That's a different topic to have though. So we have Safeway, which we have one Safeway in my market. We have a fairly local chain called Grocery Outlet, which I avoid like the plague. Fuck that. I am not doing it.
It sounds terrible. Doesn't sound good.
Yeah, no. And then, so we've got, and then Target. So Target is at the mall. So admittedly, they do have their own parking lot, so it's not terrible. However, Target in my market is frequently out of items. Safeway is a zoo to get in and out of. So I would end up wasting more time, me personally, in my market, turning on the food apps or doing a shop and pay at 5, 6, 7 p.m. on a Friday, Saturday, or Sunday. I would stay far more efficient. Again, just me and my market, doing the food deliveries.
So then my question is this. Okay, if you're saying, okay, Saturday food delivery is fantastic, you're getting these huge tips. What about the other days of the week that are a little bit slower? What would you rather do? Would you rather now? I'm not saying okay, you're getting these in your market, but if you were, and you were sitting down in the parking lot, you're waiting for the next order, you don't know when it's going to come. It's so unpredictable. And an Instacart order comes in, $14 for 7 items. Are you going to take that, or are you going to hope and pray that you can make that $14 in the same amount of time because you'd rather do food delivery than actually go and just do something productive, as opposed to potentially sitting for a half hour hoping and praying, because who knows with the DoorDash and Uber Eats, when you're going to get the next order. You may say, okay, I'm not going to go do the shop, even though it could be profitable. Maybe I can gamble and get a DoorDash order or an Uber Eats order, and then on top of it, then get another one, because I need to get 2 orders to be able to make the amount of money I'm going to make this one order. I might get it, I might not get it. I might not go and drive right back to that parking lot and now like literally doing nothing and not making any money, as opposed to just grinding and taking the order and doing it. And then while doing it, not only are you doing the order, but now you're getting better and you're improving your skills, so that every single time you can go and do the order, now 2 months later, you take the order, I can bang this crap out even better than I did before, because now you keep on improving. You know the stores, and before you know it, you're like, F this freaking Burger King crap. I'm gonna go over to Target. I don't have anything in stock, but I know what the best replacement is. I'm just gonna make it for them. Let the customer tell me that they don't want it.
So if I'm understanding correctly, just to summarize here, you're asking if I would rather sit around and wait if it's slow, or if I'd rather take a shop and pay.
Yeah.
So, okay, I'm actually really glad you brought that up. I got too busy and focused on debunking Kim that kind of let the story like half unfinished there. So, all right, to be clear, my position on shop and pay is they are a fantastic tool at the appropriate time. So if it's like 2 p.m. on a Tuesday or Wednesday or something like that, I will absolutely do them if the price is right. So, I don't think that any driver should ever completely blackball any order type, maybe unless it's like alcohol for,
agreed,
safety reasons.
Yeah.
So, I believe every order type can make sense, with the right conditions. So would I take that order you were describing? Yeah, probably. Because I know the likelihood in my market of me seeing another order that's reasonable in that time is slim. So absolutely. Yeah. For me, it's just a waste of time in the evenings, like during peak times, because the places that I'm gonna have to get in and out of, I'm gonna have to wait in line.
What in your area doesn't have self-checkout? Like, I thought New Jersey was the last state to like hold out on that, and finally, like a month or so ago, everything now is self-checkout. I had to go to
actually have an
DoorDash.
Aldi.
I had to do.
Yeah, we actually have an Aldi that still doesn't have self-checkout, and actually one of the Lidl's by us had self-checkout, but for Shipt you have to actually do regular checkouts still.
So to clarify,
aside from the bag issue over here, do you guys have the bag issue? Where we have the BYOB for everything, which is ridiculous. That's another.
I think New Jersey was before New York. I think it was New Jersey, and then New York came right after it. Yeah, it was especially Spark. They didn't. Sorry. It seems like New York follows New Jersey a lot.
Yeah. I usually start ringing up. I'm like, Lou, go find the bags. Because they're never at the checkout.
Yeah.
All right. What I want to do here for a moment is ask the chat to chime in. Which between grocery and food delivery, which helps you achieve your goals quicker on a regular basis? So Kim, why don't you start there, and then we can go to Lou and Mary.
See, mine's a mix. Like, I really can't say. I feel like I'm in the middle because in the past like month, I was mainly food delivery. Food delivery for me has slowed down. I don't know whether it's because I'm coming off of the Jersey Shore traffic, and while most people like speed up after the summer, I slow down. So food delivery has slowed down. So I learned a different way of getting my money. At this point, I'll get my money however I can to make my goal. And I've done it through catering apps. I've done it through, I think I did like $200 on Instacart last week. I did a couple of Sparks last week. So I feel like I have money coming in from like everywhere, but I'll go wherever the best order, or whether it's food delivery, grocery delivery. So I feel like I'm split down the middle.
Really quick before we have Lou and Mary chime in between those two options.
Yeah.
Kim, if you were seeing just crazy orders, right? Like let's make the assumption that everybody just got another stimulus check, and we're seeing $30, $40, $50 food orders, like delivery, right? You see one pop up, a grocery delivery. Are you going for, let's call it $30? Are you going to wait around knowing that your market has been sending you these food delivery orders that are fantastic all day, or are you going to accept the grocery order that's right in front of you at the time?
I'm accepting whatever order is in front of my face because I know it's guaranteed money. So if an Instacart order comes in for $30, I'm taking it because it's in front of my face. If a food delivery order comes in for $40, I'm taking it because it's sitting in front of my face. I take whatever is sitting in front of my face that I know I'm going to go and make my money. And at the end of the day, I'm going to make my goal.
So I disagree with you. I think that there's a little bit of market knowledge that needs to play into this. Right. I think a brand new driver, yes, that's probably the way that they should approach it. But
no,
if you have,
I think any driver should.
Hold on. If you have market knowledge,
telling me I'm a brand new driver after having.
No, I'm not saying you're a
brand new driver. Should be multi-apping, but that's another situation.
Like, I'm not saying you're a brand new driver, Kim. What I'm saying is, if you're a brand new driver, you're not going to have the market knowledge, right? Me and my market, I can kind of analyze things and know what to expect for the rest of the evening. So if I see an order that's going to take me 4 times longer to complete,
but the more you analyze, the quicker the order is going to go, and then you're going to lose out on money. Yeah. So you have to make quick decisions and take the order.
Yeah, you don't have time to like actually think about this stuff. You got to take it and then like, all right.
And then a lot of times, like if another order will come in and it's like, ooh, that's better, then we just drop the one order and take the better order.
How many times
we've canceled a lot of orders recently?
Yeah, how many times have we taken a DoorDash or an Uber Eats order? All of a sudden, something pops up on Instagram, like, all right,
I think it was the big one.
Yeah, that one.
The $70 one. We're like, all right, we're not doing this food delivery.
I was like, sorry, Joe, somebody else bringing the Chipotle to you.
Pay attention, folks. What Lou and Mary just said there is paramount, in my opinion. That is like serious. That's like the 1,000 IQ play for drivers, in my opinion, that not enough drivers do. Do not be loyal to any of these apps. Don't be loyal to an order. If you get an offer and you're like, oh, yeah, sure, that's fine. And then you get another offer on a different app that's even better, go do that.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
So,
unless you're in the DoorDash large order program, and then you can't do that. I'm just saying, don't go doing that.
Fair.
Yeah,
fair.
But if you DoorDash scum like us,
I'm like the DoorDash peasant or something. You've got like the Top Dasher, then you got like DoorDash peasant.
Yeah. This is like, we're like the bottom of the barrel, bottom credit score DoorDash drivers.
That's fair. So I think I know you guys' answer, but which gets you to your goal quicker, food delivery or grocery delivery or food delivery?
It's a combination.
Definitely. It definitely.
And it depends on the day and the time of day.
But I would say, like we said when we said it the other night, is that we struggle to get to our goal a lot more when we don't have at least one grocery order in the mix.
Definitely, because we're finding in our region that we're getting orders like Friday night. Orders are coming in,
blowing up.
but they're terrible.
Yeah.
No one's tipping. We're not getting paid what we used to from the delivery apps, and it's really affecting. I mean, people are obviously taking the orders.
Yeah,
but
that's the funny thing is people are still ordering food. They're still ordering food because
just not
because
paying,
you know, it's funny you mentioned the stimulus checks. People when they got the stimulus checks, got into the habit of ordering food, and they're still ordering it. They're just they're not tipping for it now. So since that's happening, it's making it so much harder to reach the goal without taking at least one grocery order that we can bang out quickly. That's going to be the same amount as a stacked order. So it's like one grocery order or a stacked order.
And also what has been helping us, Instacart Shipped, they do these offers too. They do these like incentives to use the apps. So like the other day I had $4 bonus for all my shops. So we weren't looking at Lou's app, we were looking at mine, because
which is interesting, by the way.
We got an extra $4.
That's interesting, by the way. Yeah, we have the two apps running. She'll have incentives when I won't have incentives. So so for all those couples out there, make sure you have the two apps that you can get on.
Have the two apps going, because one's gonna have a goal.
It's always one of us has it and one of us doesn't have it.
It's so weird.
But yeah, that to answer your question, it's without like the thing is, it's like we can make our goal with just grocery apps.
Yeah.
It's very hard to make our goal with just food delivery apps.
Definitely.
Were you raising your hand, Kim?
No, I mean, like, I agree with that. Like, there are times, like, during the summer, like, I can turn on just DoorDash and Uber Eats, and I'm not even going to put in Grubhub because they're crap these days. But anyway, I can usually do food delivery. I can usually do food delivery, and I can blow anything away because of the amount of traffic coming into my area. But when those times aren't there anymore, that's when I know I need Instacart, I need Spark, I'm not even going to say Shipt, because Shipt I don't really do that much anymore because that's crap too. But anyway, I've gotten into catering now, so I have 3 different apps I'm doing with catering. So like the more multi-app and the more apps you have into your mix, I think I'm up to 16 at this point. Jeez. The more opportunities you have to make
Kim is money. The reason that phone storage keeps increasing.
Yeah, exactly.
Didn't even know there was 16.
So
there is.
So really quick here, I want to get the chat's opinion on something. Recently, we've seen DoorDash and Uber lean heavily into their grocery delivery. Do you guys think that grocery delivery is the new wave, so to speak, of the gig economy? So we're seeing 2 trends. We're seeing catering and then grocery delivery are really blowing up, while the food side of things seems to kind of be a little stagnant right now. So let us know in the chat if you think that grocery is the future of the gig economy. Kim, I hope not.
So I think the one thing is, I think the one thing is that grocery is much harder to get into now. I know here in our area, I have a buddy who does gig work full time. He still can't get on Instacart.
Yeah, our daughters
they can't get it. They can't get on Instacart. We can't get on Walmart. We've been on the waiting list for Walmart for quite a while. So I think right now, and maybe that's one of the reasons why we're having more success, is I do think there are less people doing it because those companies have cut off where we know, Uber Eats, and especially Uber Eats. If you woke up this morning, you can totally jump on them, and DoorDash to a certain extent too, except DoorDash makes things more difficult. But from when you are a driver, where these other guys, they haven't been accepting applicants for over a year now.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
I think
valid-
people are always going to need groceries. I think they're always
Yeah.
going to be lazy
Mhm.
and they don't want to do it themselves. And I don't know whether it's the wave. I just think it's kind of that steady eddy that's kind of always going to constantly be there no matter what app it is, whether it's Instacart, DoorDash, Uber Eats, Spark, Shipt, everybody who does grocery. I think that it's always going to be that steady eddy that no matter when food delivery fails, it's always going to be
Mhm.
the fallback of people making money.
Yeah. Because there's always been food delivery. Like even before that, in our region, Peapod is the
Yeah.
thing. So there's always been some sort of food delivery, and now it's just become even more convenient because Peapod you would have to like do it 3 or 4 days in advance. Now you can do it and get it the same day. So
Yeah.
that convenience is
Yeah.
is there. So
And
everyone's jumping on
can
it.
we talk? And say, can we talk just real quick? Because you can't really discount DoorDash and Uber Eats because you do shop and pays on both of those anyway. And that's the way
Right.
that they're growing. Like they're not just food delivery anymore. They're growing in like that's the way that they're gonna keep succeeding and making profit is because they are going into grocery delivery. So just
Yeah.
because you can decline them, don't get me wrong,
know,
but you're gonna be missing out on some serious cash flow.
Right,
That's
because you
true.
get paid better on Instacart and shipped for those. You're not going to get the same amount of money on
Yeah,
DoorDash,
DoorDash and
Uber.
Uber Eats, they don't pay fairly for those types of orders, especially Uber Eats. And I can't wait. We had Corner Shop here for a while, which was the best thing ever.
We miss it dearly.
Yeah, until Uber Eats officially took it over in their own app and destroyed it.
They killed it.
We would never
They
dare.
killed it.
Yeah,
dead.
yeah. Like we have. I don't know if you guys know Uncle Giuseppe's at all. It's a supermarket we have over here, and it's only on
I have
Uber Eats
one.
now. And now, yeah, I
I
would
hate
never
it.
do it. Yeah, I would never. We do them on Instacart.
It's on Instacart
It's difficult.
for
One of the
me
more
too.
difficult. Yeah, but I can never imagine doing it on Uber Eats. Like we would probably most definitely cancel the order midway
And
through.
throw our phone
And throw the phone in the garbage.
Not do this ever again.
Yeah, we're probably like, all right, channel's over, guys.
Yeah,
See you guys later.
Yeah, on any platform, I avoid Uncle Giuseppe's. Like, no. Even though
You don't like going there on
it's
a
funny
Sunday when the
because we're
guy's
gonna go
singing?
over.
Yeah, the guy sings.
That must be
I
an
don't
East
care
Coast
about the
thing.
guy singing. It's that you have to go. You have to
Yeah.
go like to counter to get all your crap. No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we get like the Tony Bennett Tony Bennett lookalikes that like to sing in there, singing the canto music and all that,
So
a good
the
time.
Driven Dad Tony makes a valid point. Don't forget that you can wash, dry, and press people's underwear as a gig job now.
Oh, I mean that's a dream. Like when I
It's
pick up
true.
somebody's laundry.
Yeah, Lou picked up somebody's laundry to bring to the laundromat.
Yeah, that wasn't.
You got one
that
of those.
wasn't
Was it on
dangerous.
DoorDash?
It was on DoorDash. Yeah.
Oh,
Classic.
you got one of those. Did they tip?
Yeah. No, it was no tip. It was no
Oh.
tip. But I think it must have been something they probably couldn't have tipped, I guess. But it was just like they left the laundry out in front of their garage to be
Well,
picked up.
and also
Could you imagine that?
Talk
and
about
also
airing your
Uber
dirty
with their
laundry.
new,
Yeah.
with their pickup packages from one location to drop off at another location.
Oh, the drug
Have you
deal-
gotten that?
Peer-to-peer.
drug deals.
And we
Yeah, the drug deals.
we almost picked up drugs.
The Uber Eats drug
Oh.
deals.
What?
That's a cat.
So,
Never do
Yeah.
Uber Connect ever.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah,
as soon
unless
as,
you-
Leave
as
that
soon
shit
as
like the
that
plague.
happened, we
Yep.
shut that off.
Yep.
Never again.
Luckily, wasn't recorded for that one.
and Kim was talking a moment ago about, I think it was Kim, sorry if I'm wrong, about how people are, how like we're kind of seeing them break into all these new industries. And, that's really quite true. I wonder how long it's going to be before they have us delivering Coke and hookers. It seems like, car parts, flowers, groceries, like you name it, right? Coke and hookers is next.
Yep,
Yeah.
that's it. Yep.
I'm
U-
waiting
u-
for
u-
us
u-
to
u-
pick
I'm-
up and
u-
drop
Uber
off
whore
cannabis.
coming.
I'm surprised the
Uber whore.
the cannabis stores aren't on the apps yet.
Yeah. Yep.
Guys, you heard it here first. Uber
What are
whores.
some of the pat stores that we have in our area?
Oh, too many of them now. It's like, thanks so much for this.
Yeah, well, you could do that in Canada.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
on Uber.
We can do shopping.
I'm sure it's coming. I'm sure it's coming down the line.
All
That
right,
was-
so all right,
we
here's
just want to deliver somebody a cat.
We can be doing shop and pays at adult stores the next. You never know.
That would be so awesome for the channel.
We've been saying that. Oh well we
get
had
demonetized then?
well what
We're
was
okay.
it?
Oh no, we had the vibrator.
We had the vibrator
Yeah,
a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, it was out of stock, and
we couldn't get it. It was out of stock.
Usually we would just suggest a replacement, but we decided to like try and contact. I actually called the customer too. I wanted to call the customer and have the conversation.
So
That's good TV right there.
Oh my gosh! Yeah. Could you
Uber,
yes. Bring it. Oh my goodness.
I hope. Oh man.
How do we get way off topic here?
Oh, I don't know, but that actually begs an interesting question. All right.
Get that food delivery.
So if you could do shop and pays in adult stores, would you guys do it?
sure.
Yeah, why not? Of course we would.
Okay.
I'll do anything that pays me good money.
I'm
Right, we might get demonetized.
We're such juveniles, you know. You guys only see what's on camera, the PG part, okay? I'm just gonna say, just gonna throw that out there.
So what about like if one of these apps started doing like cannabis delivery and it was safe to do so, would you guys do that?
I don't think so. I think like just with alcohol, I'd want to try to avoid anything like that. I mean, I'm not even comfortable doing like any kind of prescription type stuff. Anything that could potentially fall back on us, the lowly driver, which we're not actually protected by the gig apps. Like I never want to be somebody who, not to bring this down, but like we've heard of situations where something happens to a driver, either gets killed, maybe gets arrested, something like that, and all you get from the gig app is, oh, we're really sorry to the family or whatever, So to me, the easiest way, I'm an insurance underwriter, so I'm all about avoiding risk, and if you just don't do it, you're not going to be put in that potentially bad situation. And we know that these apps don't pay enough for it to be worth the potential negative thing that can come from delivering something like that.
That's fair. Yeah. Okay. I think that's a fair synopsis. I think I'd probably do the green delivery if that were an option, because just be going to a bunch of happy college kids. But as far as like medications and alcohol, I avoid that. Yeah. Not my forte. So you folks were kind enough to send us your best order of the week. Can we take a look at that, or are we doing that after?
No, we can take a look at that now. Hold on.
Okay.
Let me just go kind of sift through it. Bear with me.
This is a spoiler alert. Spoiler alert.
Let me see if I have it. Hold on. Oops.
I don't think this has been on video. I don't think this has been posted yet.
Oh, should we not? Okay.
No, it's fine.
Oh, no, that's okay. That's okay.
So run us through this. This is $65.99 for 9.5 miles. Okay. Now that is I would never see that here. That's crazy. Yeah. But the one thing I want to point out is the 6 cases of water. Do you guys have like a cart or something that you use?
We do, but we left it.
It was in the garage.
We did leave it at home.
But luckily, it wasn't. It was just a couple feet. It wasn't that far a walk.
Yeah, it wasn't too bad. But to be honest with you,
but that's the customer.
I don't think
that because it was 2 Shop, right?
And that was the 2 different stores.
Two different stores.
That was
Walmart,
Walmart and a Stop and Shop.
No. That one was Lidl and Stop and Shop.
No, not a Lidl.
I mean,
Aldi. Aldi, that's right. Aldi. Yeah,
and that person that had the 6 cases tipped us $35.
Yeah. Sheets. Yeah. The other one.
And the other one was 7.
7. It's like a very small amount.
Yeah.
The thing is,
so this was a double.
This was a double.
I do see it now. 2 Shop.
Yeah,
okay.
It was 2 different stores. So it was Aldi and it was the Stop and Shop, I think. It took us out of ours. I think it took us out of our zone, or maybe.
We ended up in Huntington Station.
Yeah,
we were very north.
Yeah, we were very north.
But it was our last shop of the day.
Yeah. But that being said, with Instacart, there's no, like, you say, oh, do you see there's 6 waters? Honestly, there's no time to even see that there's 6 waters.
You can't like zoom in to see exactly what those items are.
And if you do, like, you've lost the order at that point.
Because we get a lot of like Lowe's, and I'd be interested in taking a Lowe's, but it could be like lumber.
Yeah.
And we don't have a car that's going to fit that.
Yeah.
So you can't like zoom in to see what the actual items are.
But that being
You
said,
guys
you can
ever-
take the orders and then cancel them.
Yeah, you can just.
You know, the Instacart's pretty good with the cancellation. Like you can cancel up to 15% of your orders before potentially risking deactivation. So there have been times where we've taken an order to actually take a better look at it and then thrown it back. Granted, an order like this, we're not throwing it back because it's $65 and like
It's not.
I was
a
gonna
lot
say,
of
for
mileage.
and it
65
wasn't a lot of items.
I was gonna say for $65, I'll lug the crap out of those 6 cases of water. See how strong.
Oh
I
yeah,
become
exactly.
being
absolutely.
man.
You know, I needed to work out anyway. You
Yeah.
know,
Well,
I mean,
okay, what if it was going to
muscle.
like the 5th floor with no elevator or something? Kim, are you still doing it?
Heck yeah, it's $65.
Yeah. Listen, this is what this world has come to, Zach. $65.
Maybe I am one
I'll
of these.
have your baby.
And I'm pretty sure we did it in like an hour and a half too. We did it in like really
You
good
know,
time.
Could you imagine like a gig surrogate app? You know,
Yeah.
you're going to
It's
deliver a
coming.
different type
That's
of.
going to be the next thing.
That's up.
Oh.
I'll do it. Then I'll have
No, oh no! Instead of picking up packages of laundry, we're going to be bringing like
baby's home.
like embryos and things to like.
Oh God.
Yeah.
Don't sign me up for that app. Uber embryo.
Oh God, can you imagine? That's horrible.
Uber embryo. Oh my gosh. We got Uber embryo.
Uber, are you listening?
Oh, I forgot to shut my Grubhub off. I just got a Grubhub
Oh,
order.
no, just got a Grubhub. He's got to go.
Let's see if it's any good.
Was it good?
Oh, let's see. Oh, it's
Did it
actually, this
say
actually
the
is
good?
not terrible. $14.70 for 8.3 miles. It's going to the highest crime area in on Long Island. But I mean, you know, it's good. It's good money.
It's good money.
I always forget to
Okay.
shut Grubhub off because you don't get any orders on it. So you just
Yeah.
go.
That's
shut it
me
off.
too.
Oh,
Yeah.
You know what the
I'm on
worst
another
thing
job,
is?
I'll
Is
say.
when you're sitting there and you're trying to like Netflix and chill, you know, like
Yeah.
use your
Yep.
imagination and the cowbell goes off.
It's so loud.
That sucks.
Yeah.
So, uh,
And awkward.
shoot, I had a question. I can't remember what I was going to ask now.
Just real quick, Thomas said he'll
I
walk
walked
the
him.
stairs backwards.
Nice.
So yeah, maybe I don't know if I accepted that order and saw those cases of water and knew it was like a bunch of flights of stairs. Maybe I am that lazy gig worker that we were talking about earlier. 'Cause, I'd be like,
Maybe that's why we were
Oh,
able
I'd
to get it. Everyone saw the 6 cases of water and was like,
Yeah,
I'm not
which
feeling
honestly is fine with me, you know. And yeah, if it's, I mean, the one thing is like for our area, we don't really have many apartment buildings that are doing that anyway.
that. Right.
And if we do, like there are like we do have apartment complexes, there are elevators. Yeah, it would suck. We would probably go, but at the end of the day, you know, we have to get to that goal. You know, that's why at the beginning of every shift we have, what is our goal for the shift? Do we make it every single time? No. We don't. But we have something in mind, and if something can help us get to that goal with food delivery, it's just, I feel like it's like Kim said, you know, it's so unpredictable. And if we pass on an order, and it just happened, the video we just posted today, if anybody that hasn't watched it yet, you'll see if you decide to watch the video. We had an order and Mary was iffy on it. We took it, we ended up canceling it, and we ended up not getting another decent order for like 20 or 30 minutes. So if we, you know, if we just take the order that's in front of our face, like Kim says, and that's the predictable thing. The predictable thing is that I have this in front of me right now. And if it's a matter of making $100 in 4 hours or not taking this order because I don't feel like going shopping, and hopefully then I can make this order in $100, we'll just take it because it's the one right in front of our face. Even if it's on a Saturday night, even if it's super busy, people are ordering food, they're going nuts ordering food. What if they stop?
Yeah.
Then what?
I guess for me, my mentality is gig work in general is a gamble, right? And it sucks to say that, you know,
It 100% is.
even accepting an order is a gamble, right? Like you could drive to a store start shopping and then have something get canceled on you.
Mhm.
So
Yep.
I mean, everything is just variable. So
Yeah.
I think I'm more likely to just wait for something that I think has a higher probability of success.
Yeah.
Of course, depending on peak times.
When I do food delivery, grocery delivery, go out and work in general, I don't believe in shoulda, woulda, coulda. I believe that the order's in front of me. I'm taking it because it's what's presented in front of me. Not that I'm like, oh, I should have taken this, or if it's there, I'm taking it and I'm moving. Like my whole entire, I guess, success for me when I'm out working is my goal is to always have my wheels moving or shopping, so to speak.
Mhm.
But it's always to have my wheels in motion because I cannot stand to stay still for any length of time. It drives me
Sitting is
up the
boring.
wall. Yeah, it
Yeah,
drives
it's
me up the
boring.
wall. I would rather, honestly, and Zach's gonna totally disagree with me, I would rather take a $4 order going 1 mile instead of sitting in a parking lot all day long because I would
Yep.
rather be making money. I know, exactly. I would rather
Yeah.
be making money than no money at all. I know he's completely opposite. He'll sit and wait and wait and wait, and I can't do that.
Have you ever watched one of my videos, Kim?
Well, this is when Zach is recording. So.
Go ahead. I'm gonna go on a tirade,
my
and we don't
point.
have enough time if I do.
I know. I definitely I agree with Kim as well. But what do you think, Mary? Because I feel like you might be more on the lines of Zach, where sometimes you would rather us wait and get the better order. Am I correct about that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I would rather wait.
All right, Mary.
Just so you know, like we don't like even in the same car, we have different mentalities about.
Well, that was like, he kept talking about it when I was like, I really don't want to do that order. It's so far away. It's going to be far. And then he just kept harping on it. He's like, we should have taken that order. Blah,
Yeah.
blah.
It's in the first 5 minutes of the video, so I feel.
I don't know if we got to the video.
Oh no, I trust me, I put it all in the video because it was like it was real stuff.
And I'm like, all right, we can stop talking about this now.
Yeah.
No, out of the two of you, who is usually right when there's a debate amongst orders? Who usually ends up correct? I bet it's Mary,
you know
right?
What? Of course. Of
Lou,
course.
I said, say the right thing, Lou.
Of course. Of course,
So-
Mary is always.
Well,
Listen,
I'm the driver, so I go
It
wherever I
doesn't
gotta
matter.
go.
I'm like, let's
Mary-
go that way. She's driving the other way.
You ever get pissed off and you're just like, man, and just like brake check them? Like, does that ever happen?
It never gets to that point. But listen, the thing is, like, you say, pick your battles. At the end of the day, like, we both find a middle line. We both find a middle. There are times when I don't want to take something that she wants to take something, and I'm like, all right, let's do it. And it's the opposite as well.
Mhm.
We find that middle line, and I think that's what makes us work so well with everything, not even just gig work, but just life in general, is we both like really help balance each other out, because while we're both very similar, we're both very different as well. And I think it really even shows like with the gig work as well. Grocery shopping, if it wasn't for Mary really enjoying it from the get-go, at the beginning, I didn't really like the grocery shopping. I was more like you, Zach. I was like, let's just do the food delivery. The grocery shopping takes too long. And at first, yeah, it did take way too long. But then as we got used to it, and especially, Mary is really, really good at it too. It ended up being like why are we not doing grocery shopping? So yeah, I don't know what I was saying, but you get the idea. I don't know where I was going with that.
All right, what would you tell somebody like me? Let's say you met a driver at waiting at a restaurant, and they're just like, no, I don't touch shop and pays. If you could tell them one thing to change their mind, what do you think it would be?
I would say, do you like money?
Right.
Just don't.
Yeah.
I would say, do you like?
Don't-
If you
don't
want to make
figure
the
me,
most money
Kim.
possible,
I'm like,
don't
Well,
restrict yourself.
Well, one of the girls I work with, one of the girls I work with at the doctor's office that I work at, she does DoorDash, and she strictly does DoorDash. And she's been saying it's been very slow. And I'm like, just try to get on the apps, the shopping apps, because she's like, it's not even worth it anymore. even just to go out, and she's like, she's not getting anything.
Yeah, and I'm almost saying like in this area on Long Island, and it may seem crazy, like Long Island is like it's middle class heaven over here, middle class heaven, and I can't see doing just food delivery here, and A, having fun doing it, and B, making any kind of decent money over here doing it because of how bad the tipping has gotten in this area.
You know, when I use shopping a lot is when DoorDash has peak pays that are absolutely ridiculous and you can't get any orders because every driver known to man comes out. I'm like, okay, I'll turn off DoorDash, I'll turn on Uber Eats, I'll turn on, I'm not even gonna say Shipt. I'm gonna turn on Instacart and Spark, and you know what, whatever comes in, and that's usually how I make my goals when there's crazy peak pays.
We never get peak pays over here.
No, yeah, very rarely. You know, by the way, one of the things is with Shipt, you have to check it at the top of every hour. At the top of every hour is when they reset their orders, and you can usually find decent stuff.
So I didn't get activated from Shipt, and I'm in my own arrogant, cocky way very pleased about it. So
it's the biggest gamble.
Well, here's what happened. Here's what happened. When I had applied for it, and I don't even know if they're actually technically in my market. Like I put in my address and it like let me sign up. It's like, oh, Seattle, right? I'm like, yeah, sure, whatever. So when I signed up, they had like these interview questions. Like it was like a no shit, like job interview type of thing.
Yeah.
Record a voice thing, like put on a suit and I'm like, no. Like I started responding to these like text prompts. This isn't a W-2 job. Every single text prompt. I didn't get activated.
The diehard shifters, I have a name for them. There's a Facebook group. No, I call them the Shipped Karens.
Okay.
Like we have a Facebook group over here, which I look at, and it was actually kind of funny. I wanted to challenge one day because we're really not supposed, like terms and conditions really legit say that Mary and I are not allowed to be shopping together, even with us both having our own accounts. Right? Instacart is okay with it. Shipt is not. So we decided to make a video one day. I just wanted to make a video about us doing it together and if we should be allowed to do it together because I knew nothing would happen. And I was like, if we got deactivated, we really wouldn't care after making the video. And nothing happened because nobody really does care. But the Shipped Karens care.
They care.
The policy states.
Exactly.
The ones where you're doing a Target order and you see them wearing a Shipped shirt.
Oh like the wrap your car with some stupid looking DoorDash shit type of drivers.
Like the DoorDash, where it's just like
have the big logo sticker on your car.
Yeah.
So it's like, okay, so what you're saying is you just don't like making money because you're just on DoorDash.
I catch flack sometimes because when I on the rare occasion that I do like a ride along, I don't bring my hot bag in with me. But the moment I get that food in the car, it does go in a hot bag. So I've got people in my comments like, use a hot bag.
Oh, yeah.
And I imagine that's the look on their face when they're like sitting there typing that comment. I'm like, I did, asshole.
Yeah.
So we have, we're kind of getting a little low on time, but I want to
do a still frame when you just real quick. I think you should do a still frame at some point just on that facial feature alone.
Have that be the thumbnail.
Yes.
So we want to run you through a scenario and then a screenshot and get your guys' opinion on which is worse. Kim, can we get that pulled up here? So let me start setting this up. In your opinion, and please chat, chime in, which is worse, getting tip baited after doing one of these shop and deliver orders? Or, sorry, Kim, I know I'm asking you to dig at this point.
I know I'm trying to find a way.
We're trying to be like less slide heavy, so been jumping around a lot tonight.
I think maybe this is it. Well then, let's see. Maybe.
Could be.
Is that it?
It's intense.
Could be. I don't remember.
Graphic.
Yes, that's it. Okay, so take a look at the tips on offer B. So which is worse, getting tip baited after doing a shop and deliver or getting a 2-cent tip?
Oh,
Chat.
You know, so I feel like for an order like this, personally, I wouldn't care if there was a 2-cent tip.
because the other guy compensated
Because
with the
the other
29.
guy, yeah, because the other guy compensated for it, and with an Instacart batch, it's all or nothing anyway. So I wouldn't care, and it would solidify like what we know, which is that Instacart's going to batch. I would actually feel so bad for customer A. I'd feel even more bad if customer A happened to be customer B, and got his stuff second, and his stuff sat in the car longer.
Yep.
But I wouldn't care as long as that's the tip that they put in. Now, if I saw that it was something else and it was crossed off the 2 cents, I think Mary and I would be raging.
Right. If it was like $10 and then
there
they
would
crossed
be
off
like
and it was
fireballs flying out everywhere. Forget it. But in this case here, I don't think we would care because we took the order based on the total amount. And what the breakdown is doesn't really matter.
Right, because you were told that it was going to be a $39 order, and it came up to be $40. So.
Yeah.
Okay. Kim, what's your opinion?
Oh, tip baiting is by far worse than this. At least the person actually was honest and put a 2-cent tip in. To me, tip baiters are just dishonest people, and
complete garbage.
They're just horrible people. So and miserable. So
they should not be allowed to go in and do that in the first place.
Tip baiters. I mean, hopefully they got food poisoning. Sorry. I apologize.
Yeah, that'll fucking fix them. That's too funny. I don't know. I think between tip baiters and somebody who does some ignorant shit like that, it's bad either way. I think tip baiting is probably worse because they allowed you to do the job with the false sense of you getting paid one amount and then you get paid substantially less.
Right, and also shame on
the companies,
right? Because they put that, they know that one was a no tip, and they put it with a good tip, so people will take it.
Yeah.
I mean, they do it all the time. They do it with everything. All the apps do it.
I just want to say, we've been getting a whole bunch of a couple of screenshots here or there. So guys, when you guys see like wacky things like a 2-cent tip, or you see like an order that is like way out there, or even good stuff too, or anything that you see, new updates, send them our way, and we'll make sure that it gets into a topic of the show for a future show. But the more things you guys send us, the more times it's about you as the audience getting in stuff that we can talk about. So it's Zach at therideshareguy.com and it's Kim at therideshareguy.com. Please send them to us and we will definitely respond to each and every email that you guys send us.
Yeah, so we can only keep our eyes on our markets. We need you guys to be our eyes and ears. So if something's janky, funny, whatever, please do. Yeah. And it's Zach with an H. A lot of people get that wrong. So yeah.
Like Starbucks.
Yeah. So Lou and Mary, where can people find you?
We are at youtube.com/the Long Island Dash Experience. Also, you can check out our vlogging channel, which is we call it now the Mary and Lou Vlogging Experience, which we post videos there, once in a while. So if you want to see what we're doing when we're not doing gig work. But yeah, other than that, we're posting every Wednesday and Friday night. That changes once in a while depending on what's going on, because life is life is life. Other than that, if you ever want to watch me play poker, I stream poker every Monday night over at twitch.tv/global poker live if you want to see me play some poker. And other than that, we don't have like any other social medias or anything like that. We have a TikTok, but we don't put anything on there. So YouTube is the place.
Okay, cool.
So who's the cute little cat behind you?
Oh, that's Big Boy. He's
Big
not
boy.
Little. He's big.
He's a big boy.
He's a big fan.
Yeah,
big fatty.
He's always here like begging for attention.
You guys want to join us for the funnies real quick?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, let's show those real quick, Kim.
Okay.
So I want to read the tag on this first. So this was somebody who had posted in a Uber Eats Facebook group, and they said, "I found a job worse than Uber Eats." So the poster reads, "Babysitter needed ASAP. I need somebody to watch my 4 kids, ages 2, 3, 5, and 7, from noon to 6 p.m. Monday through Friday. So 6 hours a day, 5 days a week. Must be a great cook and avid cleaner. Over 25 years old. Minimum education, master's degree.
Oh,
No
my.
social media accounts. And then in brackets, I don't need my kids seeing that. No drinking or smoking, not even vaping. No tattoos or piercings. Need 5 professional references. A background check and drug test will be concluded. This job pays $200 a week. Must have own transportation to get to and from, while also running all my errands.
I mean,
Please call Tammy.
Yeah, I mean, listen, Tammy. Here's the issue, Tammy. No.
Yeah.
Tammy sounds like a
Yeah.
I
Karen.
feel so. Jody says, I feel so bad for those kids. Agreed.
Yeah.
Those poor kids will never know what fun is.
No,
What is
Tammy
it?
sounds like a nightmare.
What is it? Care.com where you can find babysitters or something like that. I forget the name of
Yeah.
that. But
Yeah,
they're
it's
like,
care.com.
it's like they're combining care.com and dumpling all into one job on an off basis.
Oh my goodness.
That's
Yeah.
I mean, maybe if the drug test wasn't there, but
terrible.
Like, I mean, you know, 5 days a week, 6 hours. What is that? Like 35 hours a week or something like that?
you know, maybe it was a
that's
typo
terrible.
and she meant to say hour and not week.
Or maybe she meant to say 2,000 a week.
2000. That's probably what it was. 2000.
Yeah, see now.
I don't
Yeah,
think I
it's
would even go for
2000s.
2000.
Yeah, no.
and occasional weekends. Clearly, this woman does not like her kids. By the way,
Right.
Something like that.
yeah, she
So
doesn't like her kids, but she doesn't want her kids to be murdered. So,
the thing that got me was the master's degree part. I'm like, really? And then I got to the, you'll also be doing all of my errands. You want a slave. That's what you want. You want a slave.
Yeah.
yeah,
Exactly.
and also, by the way, no social media accounts. Well, then you know what? You might need to go back to 1970 because that doesn't exist.
Yeah. Well, I mean, or they could go get, somebody from like Saudi Arabia or something like that.
Yeah.
Right.
Actually,
Or-
the
that could
reason
work.
why she doesn't need her kids seeing that is because she doesn't want her kids to see what actually the world is.
What
really
life is like.
Yeah, what life is like.
Or she needs like someone retired, like 80, who doesn't know what social media
Yeah, that
is.
doesn't really need that much money, like
Yeah.
to live.
Yeah, you know.
My gosh.
Kim, do we have another one?
Yep.
Sorry, I was typing. Okay. This is an RB sign, and on the little marquee thing that they like order the letters on, warning: cops behind the brick wall, slow down. Now that is a hookup right there.
Yeah. I mean,
Whoever
listen,
put that up there,
who needs to have it on the map apps when you just have Arby's like
Yeah.
there's a speed check ahead.
Speed check ahead.
that's funny.
I mean, listen,
Waze.
Arby's is good for something.
Waze, by the way, people. Waze will tell you where there's speed traps and police hiding.
Yeah.
So
Unless you're me on a long trip, have any of you ever done this? I did it, and we actually got blocked on Waze. I kept on just saying that there were road hazards and things like that, just because I was bored. And then eventually Waze locked the account.
oh, that's funny.
They're like,
Yeah.
you're deactivated for a half hour.
Yeah.
I'll
That's
tell you what.
funny.
So when I was much younger living in Utah, I definitely wouldn't go drive to a different state where the awesome fireworks were legal and bring them back with me. But Waze was even like the GOAT back then, like 15 years ago, if this had happened, which it didn't.
Mhm.
And like that thing would save me all the time. Like
Yeah.
a 16, 17-year-old kid driving a sports car, crossing state lines. Like, come on now.
Yeah, I used
that was great.
my first job for 6 years. I worked there. It was at Radio Shack back in the day.
Okay.
Yeah,
All right.
and one of our biggest sellers was always radar detectors.
Oh yeah. when I first started doing gig
Do they
work,
even
at a-
exist anymore?
oh yes, yeah. When I first started driving, I had a
That's really
$700
good, yeah.
radar detector in my car. So, but that was like when the streets were empty and I could just go flying.
Yeah. Radar
So,
detectors.
Do we
Classic.
have another one, Kim? Or
I
how
don't-
many?
Did you put
how
it?
many
Yeah.
first? Okay. Yeah, I'm like, I don't even remember. I was so tired last night when I did these. All right. So this is a bumper sticker kind of thing in the back of somebody's car. It says, "There's no reason to tailgate me when I'm doing 50 into 35, and those flashing lights on top of your car make you look, or on top of your car look ridiculous."
Nice. Yep.
What else we got, Kim?
So
I think that's it.
That's it.
That's
All right,
it.
guys. You are not going to want to miss next week's episode. The gloves are coming off.
Oh,
Oh,
Kim and I are going no holds barred. That's all we can say about it right now.
oh,
It
wrestling
is
match.
going to be a good show.
are you actually going to be in the same room?
Oh, no.
no.
No,
That might be a little
That-
too
that-
dangerous.
Yeah. Those
So-
those Dr. Peppers will go flying.
Kim shuts it in my head.
You know what?
She's-
From what I know of Kim would never put a Dr. Pepper in danger.
Exactly.
No.
Yeah,
Me,
no, I would
yes.
protect it at all
Kim, no.
costs.
Yes.
I'll tell you what. I've met Kim in person. She's feisty.
I mean, she's
She's feisty.
Jersey. What do you expect? She's Jersey.
Lou, Mary, thank you so much for joining us. And guys, again, remember, anything weird, strange, out of the ordinary, funny that you see in your markets, Zach at therideshareguy.com, Kim at therideshareguy.com. Be our eyes and ears. We'll see you guys next week.
Bye,
See you
everyone.
guys.
Night.